Rapid City American Legion Plus 22 and Baseball Parents Incorporated would like to welcome you to the opening ceremony of the 2022 Central Plains National Regional Tournament. Commemorating the 2022 Central Plains National Regional Tournament, each player is receiving a coin given to them by Ozzy Ocean and Rob Schmidt. Introducing the team. First to field state champion from Nebraska, Miller South Post 374. Next is the state champion from Iowa, Mobile Post 303. Next is the runner-up from Minnesota, Mankato Post 11. Next, ladies and gentlemen, is the state runner-up from Nebraska, Creighton Prep, Post 1. We now have the champion from North Dakota, West Fargo, Post 308. Next, ladies and gentlemen, is the state runner-up from South Dakota, Sioux Falls East, Post 15. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to announce our bat boys for the tournament. Ben Hassett. Gavin Hunter. Joe Samuelson. Connor Conklin. Noah Larson. And Miriam Turnquist. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the National Tournament staff. The Central Plains Tournament Director, Mr. Paul Iverson. The Assistant Central Plains Tournament Director, Mr. Jim Moran. And the official National Regional Scorekeeper, Mr. Eli Kelly. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the umpire crew for the Central Plains Regional. From South Dakota, Mr. John Whitcraft. From Nebraska, Mr. Corey Ulrich. From Nevada, Mr. Phil Schlosser. From Nebraska, Mr. Tim Higgins. And from North Dakota, the umpire-in-chief, Mr. Andrew Fisher. gardener, and an avid Bush 22 baseball fan. The last several years of his life spent his summers in the stands here at the Feds. If you struck up a conversation with him, you knew he could recite any statistic from just grade school years at Rocky Ford and Porcupine School. He was a standout basketball player at Liverpool High School, where he graduated in 1986. In 1987, Wilmer left for Bishop, California, and he became a firefighter with the Sierra Forestry Service. He made his journey to the spirit world on July 4th, 2021. He is survived by many loved ones and friends. Wilmer was a loyal friend and a true fan to the end. He may be gone, but we are quite sure he is loving the view of our new stadium and cheering on his hard ass from above. Wilmer, we love and miss you. May your legacy live on. Presenting the Star Bill, History Field Warrior, and Truth Field Warrior, and Marco Julius, along with members of the regional committee. The nominees for the award from 2 ball games, Jackson Ball, from 2022, Colin Jacobs, from 11 South, Green Buchanan, from Lower Iowa, Bryce Split, from Great Breath, Arthur Lee, from St. Michael, Keith Amundsen, from West Fargo, Hubert Borgard, and Wilson Potter. Tonight's winner received his beautiful Star Quilt. The Star Quilt is a living tradition in the Lakota culture. Every patch represents a person, and it means you are surrounded by those who love and support you. You are kept, protected, and cared for. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please help us congratulate the winner of the Spirit of the Backfield Award, Keith Amundsen. Sacrifice everything for his teammates. He is truly an incredible representative of not only himself, his family, and our community, but also an incredible representative of the game of baseball. He epitomizes what Legion baseball is all about. Congratulations. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor our country and show proper respect for veterans active duty military and the flag, please rise and remove your hats as the colors tonight are being presented by a joint honor guard from the Kansas County Sheriff's Department and Rapid City Police Department. Please remain standing until the colors have been retired.
fair value for Kevin Durant. And for me, I think that if you think about that, if LeBron said he wanted to have a trade today, how fast do you think that trade would get done?
A lot faster than this.
It would already get done. As soon as he said it in a couple days, it'd be done. That just shows you the market for Kevin Durant, and I don't think it's a slight to his ability. I think it's like, well, we've seen him bail out on a team.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Good and Golden
to
State.
honor America with the singing of the national anthem, please welcome Sherry Ewing.
Assets that could potentially put us somewhere for the future. Do you work for the future for the unknown? And I think that's what they're going to talk about in that meeting.
And to that point, Eddie, you made a good point when you're talking about, what are you getting when you get Kevin Durant? Because we put him on a team. We haven't seen Kevin Durant. He's a phenomenal player. I'm not taking anything away. Unguardable force, the whole 9 yards. But we haven't seen him outside of being with another MVP, another perennial all-star, win a championship or lead a team winning a championship. So if you're a team out there and you want your future for Kevin Durant, that's not a guaranteed trip to the finals. On the flip side of that, with LeBron, we've seen what he's done with 3 different franchises and won championships with all of them. So you bring that level of championship acumen, that comes with him. Kevin Durant had to join someone to get that.
Well, I look at LeBron and this, what have you done for me lately? He won the one in 2020, but he is getting older, and he's on the other side of his greatness, right? Even though he is still fantastic, the numbers he put up. Kevin Durant is still
Thank you, Sherry Ewing.
You put them into any team, they're instantly going to be contenders. LeBron, he has to have certain guys around him because Chris, you said this all the time, LeBron is the system. Then everything goes through him, right? Well, Kevin Durant is plug and play. And trust me, wherever he goes, they're instantly going to be contenders. And even if he stays in Brooklyn and has Kyrie, they're still going to be contenders. Now, do they win it? I doubt if they can win it. But are they still going to be contenders? I believe so.
All right, that's our man Eddie House with the knowledge.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening and welcome to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth, Sales, Service, and Recreation. My name is Adam Birch and this is the J&J Truck and Auto Body pregame show presented by J&J Truck and Auto Body. For the highest quality work and hassle-free customer service, let J&J take away your stress. That's J&J Truck and Auto Body on East Philadelphia Street in Rapid City. Final game of day one here at the American Legion Central Plains National Regional, and it pins St. Michael Post 567 against the Rapid City Post 22 Hard Hats, both state champions. St. Michael, the champion of Minnesota, Rapid City, the champion of South Dakota, and host here at the 2022 Central Plains Regional Tournament. Today's starting lineups are built by Connect Home Center. Whether it's residential or commercial, Connect Home Center has been your hometown lumberyard since 1928. For the visitors, on the scoreboard, it's St. Michael Post 567, and it's the center fielder Hunter Palmer to lead things off. Matthew Malik, the shortstop, bats second, followed by Caden Amundsen, the catcher, batting third. Andrew Luster, the left fielder, bats fourth. Trey Sabrant bats fifth. He's the third baseman. Hayden Olson, the first baseman, bats sixth. Hayden Frank, the designated hitter, seventh. The right fielder, Ryan Fisher, bats eighth. And Benjamin Blobel bats ninth. He's the second baseman for St. Michael. They face Palmer Jacobs on the mound for the Rapid City Post 22 Hard Hats. And Jacobs pitched in the opener of the South Dakota State Tournament and pitched well in that state tournament, so he gets a nod for game one here at the Central Plains Regional. A senior on this ball club, as is the starter for St. Michael, and that's Max Sutter. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Final game of day one. I'll recap some of the scores from throughout this day one here in Rapid City. A gorgeous day for baseball. Not too hot. Expected temperatures in the upwards of around 90 degrees. It was just about that. And currently 89. But a solid breeze blowing left to right, about straight out to left field. So some power pole hitters batting from the right side might have an advantage here tonight. Ceremonial tap of the Hard Hats around Palmer Jacobs, and we are set for baseball here in Rapid City. First pitch misses high and tight for ball one, and we are underway here in the final game of day one of the Central Plains Regional. Hunter Palmer, the center fielder, in on the right side, a straight up tall stance before he takes a step into his plant. Looks at a called strike one. Even count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Jacobs works solely out of the stretch on the right side, and he delivers ball 2 down and away. Far right side, first base side of the rubber for Palmer Jacobs. Working with Jake Solano behind the plate. The 2-1 from Jacobs. Jumper up the middle. Wilson Kiefer going to have a tough play on the run. He fires, and it's not in time. A little bit low throw to Alex Dietrich at first, and a leadoff base runner for St. Michael. It's an infield single for Hunter Palmer. And post 567. Here's Matthew Mullick. The shortstop bats from the left side. A junior on this ball club. Wide open stance on the left side. And runner on first, nobody out. First pitch, he squares the bunt and bunts it foul. Straight back to the backstop, just barely got a piece of it. 0-1. Mullick followed by Caden Amundsen, the catcher for post 567, and recent recipient of the Spirit of the Black Hills Award. 0-1, a line drive to right center field. That'll split the outfielders and take a bounce. Jed Jensen cuts it off and gets it in quickly, but up to second goes Mullick, and it's second and third, nobody out. To start this ball game, a single and a double. And now the aforementioned catcher in Caden Amundsen. Palmer Jacobs on the mound this season. 79 1/3 innings. This is his 13th start, an 8-4 record. A 2.91 ERA. 73 strikeouts to 34 walks. Amundsen bats from the right side and lines one foul, and Hunter Palmer has to duck out of the way of that one to prevent getting some sweet shin music down the third baseline. 0-1 on Amundsen. Second and third, nobody out. And Jacobs misses outside. Even count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Minnesota State and champ St. Michael defeated Mankato National in the state championship game. Both teams here at the Central Plains Regional. 1-1, waved at and missed. And it's a ball and 2 strikes on Amundsen. Looked like Amundsen was grimacing a little bit on his front right leg. Didn't have much of a step in on that. 1-2, and it's fouled away. Right side, foul territory. Harrison Good gives chase, and lands in front of him. And Amundsen, I believe he had a brace on at the regional banquet last night on that front left leg, and he's very gingerly running, jogging, walking on that, but a heart of a champion. He's playing here at the Central Plains Regional, and just defiance on to why he is the spirit of the Black Hills. A high fly ball to left field. That ball is deep and back, and that ball is gone. Boy, Caden Amundsen, not much of a step. And that ball was crushed to left field. The spirit of the Black Hills puts St. Michael on top. 3-0. Now Andrew Luster, the left fielder. Lone sophomore on this starting 9 for post 567. Jacobs has to regroup. First pitch, a strike on the outer edge, 0-1. So a single, a double, and then the big fly. 3-0 St. Michael. The 0-1 misses high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Palmer Jacobs, a senior as well on this Hard Hats club. 0-1, breaking ball fell back to the screen, 0-2 on a cleanup bat of Luster. And Jacobs' senior season earned an offer to play on Mount Marty down in Yankton, South Dakota. Mount Marty College. 0-2 misses high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jacobs kicks and deals a 1-2 breaking ball. This one driven deep left center field. Judd Jensen over, and he makes the grab back into his right for out number 1. That's a big first out for Jacobs and the Hard Hats. Gain that out after giving up the home run. Try and limit the damage to only 3 runs here in the opening half inning. Here's Trey Sabrant, and the third baseman fouls away the first pitch, 0-1. Sabrant, a wide open stance on the right side. Taps the plate with his all-black bat, white batting gloves. The 0-1 from Jacobs. Misses a little bit outside off of the mitt and shin guards of Jake Solano. Let's set the defense for the post 22 Hard Hats. It's Amarian Saylor in left field, Jed Jensen the center fielder, Harrison Good in right field, Wyatt Anderson at the hot corner, Wilson Kiefer the shortstop, Dylan Marsh the second baseman, and Alex Dietrich the first baseman, Jake Solano behind the plate. A 1-1 bouncer to short, Wilson Kiefer on a couple hops, fires across in time, out number 2. So 2 up, 2 gone after the back-to-back-to-back hits, including the home run. And now Hayden Olson, left-handed batting first baseman. Jacobs ready, and the first pitch to Olson misses outside for ball 1. St. Michael in their camouflage uniforms of blue, white, and gray with blue numbers on their backs with white trim. 1-0 misses up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. A logo on their top left chest. And it's an S and an M for St. Michael. 2-0 misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Jacobs to Olson. White pants to go along with those camo jerseys. The 3-0. Strike on the outer edge. 3 balls and 1 strike. Olson scored a bunt that time on the 3-0. Nobody on base and 2 outs. 3-0 St. Michael early. 3-1 outside edge. 3-2. Another senior on this ball club, Hayden Olson. The payoff pitch. Waved at and missed, and Jacobs got him to go around swinging for out number 3. A 3-run home run for Caden Amundsen, the Spirit of the Black Hills recipients. And it's a 3-0 lead for St. Michael. Post 567 with the Hard Hats coming to bat in the bottom of inning number 1. You're listening to American Legion Central Plains Regional on Hard Hats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth, Sales Service and Recreation. Adam Birch set to bring you the bottom of inning number 1. It's 3-0 St. Michael. Post 567 out of St. Michael, Minnesota. After a 3-run home run, a single, a double, and then the 3-run bomb by Caden Amundsen. And that's how things get started in the top of the first inning. Zeke Farley to lead things off for the Hard Hats against Matt Sutter. The right-hander will work on the windup. Setting up right down the middle of the rubber. Zeke Farley in on the right side. And into the wind, the first pitch from Sutter misses high for ball 1. Fastball right down the pipe. 1 ball, 1 strike. Zeke Farley overall on the season, a .365 hitter. 966 OPS. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Very late on that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count on Farley. 33 driven in for Farley, the 1-2. A little blooper behind first base, and it's the second baseman, Benjamin Boble, who makes the grab out number 1. Brings up Amarian Saylor. Starting left fielder for the Hard Hats. And Saylor goes after the first pitch. This one popped up shallow right field, and it's actually the first baseman who comes in and grabs it. Both The first baseman and second baseman lost that one, maybe in the sun, and then Olsen had to sprint in and slide to make the grab. Pop out to first for out number 2. Very quickly, 2 outs for the Hard Hats. Here's Wyatt Anderson. First pitch down and away, a breaking ball from Sutter. Anderson bats from the right side. A strictly right-handed hitting lineup for the Hard Hats. Anderson swings right through the 1-0. Here's the 1-1. And it's a bouncer left side. Diving attempt by the shortstop Malik, but it rolls on past him into left field. It's a 2-out base knock for Wyatt Anderson. And I'll bring up Harrison Good. Good, the right fielder, batting from the right side. Anderson takes his lead off of first, being held on there by Hayden Olsen. First pitch to Good, a fastball outside edge called strike 1. Good quickly down on the count 0-1. Working from the stretch for the first time, Max Sutter. The 0-1. High, 1 ball and 1 strike. The defense for St. Michael. Andrew Luster, the left fielder, Hunter Palmer in center field, and Ryan Fisher, right fielder. 1-1. Low, 2 balls and a strike. Around the infield, Trey Sabrant and the hot corner, Matthew Malik, the shortstop, Benjamin Boble, the second baseman, and Hayden Olsen, the first baseman. Caden Amundsen doing the catching. 2-1, just misses the inside edge. Count runs to 3 balls and a strike now. Amundsen stretching that right leg out to his side. The 3-1 line drive into the sliding, diving glove of Andrew Luster. Good's robbed of a hit. And the Hard Hats strand 1. They trail 3-0 heading to the second. Back in a moment after this on Hard Hats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth. Sales, Service, and Recreation. Set for the top of inning number 2. A 3-0 score on our State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. And that 3-0 lead in favor of St. Michael, Minnesota. Post 567. First pitch, pop-up in a shallow left field. Amarian Sailor over, but it's beyond the bullpen of Rapid City, and it's just a strike on Hayden Frank. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 for St. Michael after sending 6 to the plate in the first inning. As Nahir bats from the left side, and the 0-1, he squared the bunt, pulled back. It's a called strike 2. The ball's in 2 strikes on Frank. Jacobs kicks and deals the 0-2. A little bit low, maybe outside as well. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It'll be Frank, Ryan Fisher, the right fielder, and Benjamin Boble, the second baseman. 1-2. Breaking ball up and away. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Very steady breeze. Blowing right to left. A high fly ball to right center field. That'll split the outfielders and take a bounce and roll to the wall. Harrison Good gets it in quickly, but it's a double to lead off the second for Hayden Frank. Here's Ryan Fisher. The right fielder bats with a runner on second, nobody out. Already a 3-0 margin. Jacobs ready. A peek at second, kicks and deals. The first pitch pops straight up. It'll go into the crowd and bounce once off the concrete and into the crowd once again. No balls and a strike on Fisher. 7 out of the 9 starting 9 are seniors on this St. Michael ball club. 0-1, squares the bunt, drops it down the third base line and rolls foul. 0-2 on Fisher. Just 1 sophomore and 1 junior in the starting 9. And the non-starters, all seniors as well, add 6 more seniors that aren't in the starting 9, including the pitcher. A very veteran ball club. Proposed 567. The 0-2 swung on and missed. And a foul tip in the glove of Solano, actually. Strikeout number 2 for Palmer Jacobs. Out number 1 here in the second. Here's Benjamin Boble. Second baseman has a runner at second, 1 gone. Jacobs kicks and deals and hits the inside edge of a fastball, 0-1. Boble, the 9 spot, top of the order on deck, barring an unconventional double play. 1 pumped up behind the plate and out of play. 0-2. Just a great night for baseball. The temperatures should be dropping with the setting sun. A packed house here in Rapid City to support their hard hats. The 0-2 ducks out of the way of it, goes back to the backstop and up the third, and goes Frank. Now a ball and 2 strikes on Boble. Fourth run of this contest, standing 90 feet away. Solano wants it down and away. The 1-2, up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hard Hats uniform counters with their baby blue tops. 2-2 misses high, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rapid City across the chest in red lettering, white trim. Numbers below that. And numbers on their backs in the red and white as well. Strike 3 called right down Broadway. Back-to-back strikeouts. This one of the looking variety for round number 2. Top of the order now. Hunter Palmer. A single to lead off the ball game, came in on a 3-run home run. First pitch from Jacobs to Palmer is a strike called at the knees, 0-1. St. Michael with 4 hits, 3 runs. The 0-1. This is high in sight. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hard Hats with no runs, 1 hit. Trying to get through this second inning unscathed. 1-1 from Jacobs. And it's a bouncer left side. Wilson Kiefer up and fires the first in time, out number 3. So St. Michael strands the runner at third. It's still 3-0, post 567. Hard Hats back up to bat after this on Hard Hats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City.
We are your community. We are your neighbors. Our family of doctors are invested in our community. At Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center, we are honored to help you along the journey from injury to recovery. You have a choice with Black Hills Orthopedic and Spine Center, specializing in what moves you.
Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth. Sales, service, and recreation. Set for the bottom of inning number 2, 3-0 the St. Michael lead. For your Rapid City Post 22 Hard Hats. It's Dylan Marsh to lead things off. And the first pitch, a breaking ball, hits the inside edge, 0-1. Dylan Marsh, the starting second baseman for Post 22. Batting .287 on the season. Quickly down in a 0-2 count. As another one hits the inside edge. 0-2 chopped into the Hard Hats dugout off the railing in front of the Hard Hats dugout and rolls in the field of play. So 0-2 on Marsh. Everyone looks to be all right in the baby blue. Into the wind, and the 0-2 is swung on and missed. Marsh went reaching for that one, and he's down on strike, swinging for the out number 1. First strikeout of the ball game for Max Sutter. Empty base paths, 1 gone. And Alex Dietrich goes after the first pitch, bounces it up the middle, sliding, grabbed by the second baseman, Bobo. He fires to first in time to get Dietrich. Boy, what a play. Benjamin Bobo sliding, tumbling over, and then throwing from his bottom to first. And Dietrich is robbed of a single. Now Jed Jensen, he looks at a called strike 1. Jensen, the center fielder for the Hard Hats, empty base paths with 2 gone. A 1 as a strike and called at the knees, 0-2. Sutter quickly into his motion, and the 0-2 is a little bit inside. Sutter thought that was strike 3, started to step off the mound. Quickly back to the rubber and into his windup. The 1-2, inside edge, called strike 3. Got him with a breaking ball, and Jensen goes down looking for out number 3. Hard Hats go down in order in their second. We added a third after this. You're listening to American Legion Central Plains Regional Baseball on Hard Hats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth. Sales, Service, and Recreation. Set for inning number 3 and a 3-0 margin for St. Michael on the State Farm scoreboard. It's the 2-bat of Matthew Malik to lead things off. Open stance on the left side, and he looks at a called strike 1 from Palmer Jacobs on the outer edge, 0-1. Malik, a double his first time, and came in on a 3-run home run by the on-deck man, Caden Amundsen. The 0-1. This is a little bit low below the knees, 1 ball and 1 strike. Malik, the lone junior on this team. 1-1, outside, 2 balls and a strike. Leadoff man here in the 3rd inning. For post 567, this one popped up out of play left side. Behind the Hard Hats dugout, behind some spectators stationed on the grass berm. Not a bad spot to watch a baseball game here at Black Hills Surgical Hospital Ballpark. Floyd Fitzgerald Stadium and Dave Blue Field. Malik an extra moment to himself out of the batter's box before the 2-2. Jacob set, kicks and deals the 2-2 pitch, misses inside, and the count runs full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Both teams with 1 man left on base so far in this ball game. The 3-2 swung on and missed. Looked like Malik wanted to send that one over the right field fence, and he waved at it for out number 1. 4th strikeout for Palmer Jacobs. And now empty base paths for Caden Amundsen. Amundsen stands pretty much straight up in the batter's box. Not much of a step, actually no step with that front left foot. Obviously injured in some way. But that bomb of a home run over the left field fence, all powered with his upper body. A 1 inside and a hit it. So Amundsen put on base with the 1 out. Brings up the lone sophomore on this ball club, Andrew Luster. One on, 1 gone. Luster bats from the right side. He flied to center his first time. And the first pitch misses inside for ball 1 from Jacobs. Really, Palmer has recovered decently well after giving up the home run. Went down in order after the home run, and he hits the zone there. Even count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Gave up a double in the second, but was stranded at third. Struck out 2 in that second inning. And in this third inning, a strikeout and a hit batter, the 1-1. Fly ball right at Jed Jensen, plays perfectly. And he makes the grab out number 2. Did not have to move a step, even staring right into that setting sun. Jensen read it well. Sometimes those line drives to the outfield are the hardest to read, but Jensen staying right where he was stationed. Runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch to Trey Sabrantz. It's a called strike 1. Bouncer to short his first time. Big gap on the left side of the infield, and a check on Amundsen at first, who dives back in safely. Gingerly back to his feet. 0-1. Fouled back and out of play. Just over the awning. A lucky young fan, $1 richer. With every foul ball tracked down. The 0-2 inside on Sabrantz. Straight up on the right side. 1-2, fly ball right field. Harrison Good a few steps back. Station underneath of it now and makes the grab out number 3. So another base runner stranded for St. Michael, and they still lead 3-0 after the first inning 3-run home run. And we head to the bottom of the third after this on Hard Hats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth. Sales, Service, and Recreation. To the bottom of inning number 3 we go. And the Hard Hats coming to bat, 8, 9, and 1 due up. That's Jake Solano, the catcher, Wilson Kiefer, the shortstop, and then the top of the order, Zeke Farley, the designated hitter. Trailing 3-0 to St. Michael, the Minnesota State champ. First pitch from Sutter to Solano, a bouncer up the middle, past the diving Malik into center field, and Jake Solano on with a leadoff single. Just the second base runner of this ball game for the Hard Hats. A single and a first by Anderson with 2 outs. He was stranded at first base. Here's the shortstop, Wilson Kiefer. First pitch, line drive to center field, and right at the center fielder, Hunter Palmer. Look for a second like that ball was going to burn him, but playing fairly in on Kiefer, and the wind blowing against the batter. Held that ball right where he was stationed, and now Zeke Farley, one-on-one gun. Farley looks at ball one inside, or outside rather. Amundsen, a back pick play to first as Solano dives back in. Zeke Farley popped out to the second baseman, Boble, the first time. Untitled Chapter to third now. On a hop, he fires the second for one over to first, not in time. So Farley beats out the fielder's choice. Solano out at second. 2 outs, runner on first. Now Amarian Sailor. He too popped out his first trip. First baseman Hayden Olson corralled that one. Pickoff move to first, and Farley dives back in safely. Max Sutter did not need very many pitches to get through his first inning. Faced the minimum in the second, and quickly with 2 outs in the third, even after the leadoff single. First pitch, a called strike one on Amarian Sailor, another pickoff move, and Farley dives back in on a high throw to first. Sutter rests his glove on his front left leg. Comes in at the belt, the 0-2. Line drive to right field, right at the right fielder, and he takes a step back into his glove. That's Ryan Fisher, who makes the grab, out number 3. Hardhat stranded another base runner, and they still trail 3-0 to St. Michael. Back in a moment for the 4th. After this on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City.
Gunderson, Palmer, Nelson, and Ashmore has provided a full range of legal services for over 40 years in Rapid City. As one of the largest and highly respected law firms in western South Dakota and multi-state region, our expert team of diversified attorneys offer a very personalized style of legal representation. Whether it's support and recommendations with legal documents or the strongest proponent in a court of law, trusting who you hire as your advocate is vital in achieving the best results. Contact the experienced professionals today at Gunderson, Palmer, Nelson, and Ashmore Attorneys at Law.
To the 4th we go as we welcome you back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth, sales, service, and recreation. Palmer Jacobs back to the mound for the Post-22 Hardhats out of Rapid City. 56 pitches through his first 3 innings. 35 strikes for Palmer. Left-handed bat of Hayden Olson to lead things up. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Olson, Frank, and Fisher, the 3 scheduled. Olson struck out swinging to end the first, and he swings right through the 1-0. 1 ball and 1 strike. $3-0 post, 567. Start the 4th, the 1-1, inside, and it hit him. It looked like it hit hard off of maybe the knob of the bat, but Olson selling it well. And they give him the free pass. Might have hit off his elbow guard. On his front right elbow. either way, Olson on first and Hayden Frank at the plate. He doubled his first time. He drops down a bunt and spins down the third baseline. Tough play, and Anderson throws it wild up the right field line, and up the third goes Olson. Boy, that ball had some wicked spin on it. Took one bounce on the green infield turf, spun to the dirt-like turf, and then just died. Give Anderson credit for trying to make a play, but it's an error to allow Olson to third. I believe it's a hit and an error. It is. Called strike one on Ryan Fisher, who struck out his first time. The 0-1. Breaking ball popped up left field side, and it'll go into the Hard Hats bullpen. 0-2. Fisher part of back-to-back strikeouts in the second inning. Fisher the first. Bobo on deck. Struck out looking the back half. Pickoff move to first. A little bit of a high throw from Jacobs, and Frank dives back in. On the corners with nobody out. And a low chopper to third. Anderson comes to the plate with it. Solano grabs it and tags out the runner at the plate. That's Olson, preventing the fourth run from coming across. Nice play by Anderson and Solano. Heads up play by Solano to be ready for it. And that's out number one. So first and second after the fielder's choice. Frank on second, Fisher on first. Here's Benjamin Bobo. First pitch, fly ball to right field, back a couple steps. Harrison Good now comes in, makes the grab. A strong throw into third base, but it's up the third base line. And both runners tag and move up on the wild throw. So it's just a fly out to right for out number two. No sacrifice fly because no runs came across. Top of the order now, Hunter Palmer. Second and third, two gone. Palmer stands straight up. Resting the bat on his back, right shoulder. Jacobs kicks and deals in a low chopper left side off the wrist of Wyatt Anderson and rolls behind him. A run comes in to score on another hard hat error. An E5 this time. And an unearned run that Hayden Frank scores. Ryan Klaprich, the post-22 pitching coach, out in the dugout. Quickly, a reliever sent down to the bullpen for the Hard Hats. I believe it was Eli Kelly. Klaprich talking to just Jacobs and Solano. No other Hard Hat infielders. Matthew Mullock will be the new batter. He's 1 for 2, a double and a run scored, struck out his last time to start the third. One in already in this fourth inning. It's 4-0 St. Michael. 2 outs and runners on the corners. Runner takes off from first, no throw, and Palmer will slide in safely, feet first. First pitch was a called strike on the outside edge. Great jump from Hunter Palmer. 2 in scoring position now, the 0-1 outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. For Rapid City already in this 4th inning. Just 2 hits against Max Sutter. Line drive left center field, that'll drop for a base hit. 2 runs will come in and score on the single from Matthew Molick. And it's 6-0 St. Michael. I'll bring up the catcher now, Caden Amundsen. Amundsen, the 3-run home run in the 1st. Hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Runner on first, 2 gone, 6-0 post 567. First pitch misses high, ball 1. Jacobs quickly sent after the sign from Solano. Aggressive lead at first. A chopper down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Fielded by Wyatt Anderson. Throw to first and tagged by Dietrich. Out number 3. Amundsen dove into first even with a bummed leg. And great effort to try and beat out the throw. Also a nice throw by Wyatt Anderson. It's 6-0 post 567. As 3 more runs come across, we head to the bottom of the 4th after this on Hard Hats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth. Sales, Service, and Recreation. Now a 6-0 advantage for Post 567 on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. First pitch to Wyatt Anderson, a breaking ball swung on and missed, 0-1. Max Sutter back to the mound. Just 2 hits given up. A 1. Anderson ducks out of the way of a breaking ball. It ends up inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both of those 2 hits singles for the Hard Hats. 1-1 misses downstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Two on, down and away. 3-1 with Harrison Good on deck. Three one misses inside, a breaking ball, and Anderson draws a 5-pitch walk to begin the Hard Hats' 4th. So make it the 3rd base runner of the contest for the Hard Hats. Anderson's 1 for 1, that walk and a single. Here's Harrison Good, and he looks that ball 1 high. Fastball upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Amundsen wants to have a quick word with his pitcher Sutter on the mound. Looked like it. He said about 3 words to him and gave him a tap on the back and then ran back behind the plate. Called strike at the knees, 1 ball and 1 strike on Harrison Good. Basically a line out to left field his first time. Breaking ball misses inside, doesn't hook enough. 2 balls and a strike. To 1 foul straight back, out of play. Even count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Good. Left fielder Luster had to make a diving grab in left field. There's 1 fly ball to left field. Back is Luster underneath of it now, and he makes the grab out number 1. Anderson tags and bluffs, trying to go to second. Now Dylan Marsh. Marsh struck out his first time. 1 on, 1 gone, 6-0. Rapid City trails. Bouncer up the middle. Diving stop by the shortstop to second, and it's bobbled at second, and the runner is out. Boy, it didn't look like the shortstop, Malik, had that ball for very long. They say it was on the transfer. Either way, it's out number 2. No discussion from any of the Hard Hats coaching staff. The umpires in the seats didn't like it. First pitch on Dietrich is ball 1. Also a balk called on Max Sutter. So Dylan Marsh goes to second on the balk. So no pitch. Now the first pitch to Dietrich. And it's a strike on the inside edge. 0-1. Dietrich bounced into a ground out on the right side. It was a sliding stop by the second baseman Bobo. Threw Dietrich out from his backside. 0-1. Bouncer left side, the shortstop Malik has the opportunity, fields and fires the first, wild throw, and it rolls up the right field line. Marsh crosses the plate, and Dietrich up to second on the throwing error by Matthew Malik. Hard Hats are on the board at 6-1. There'll be an unearned run against Max Sutter. Here's Jed Jensen. Jensen swings away. The first pitch popped up right side, out of play. 0-1. Sutter out of the stretch. Runner on second and 2 gone. First error of the ball game, Hunts. Post 567. The 0-1 rather, fouled straight back off the screen. Now 0-2. Jed Jensen struck out looking his first time at the plate. That was to end the second. Sutter comes set at the belt. Peeking at second in the 0-2. Breaking ball chopped to short. Another opportunity on the run. Matthew Malik fires to first in time. This time accurately to first as he shakes his head and gives high fives to his teammates jogging into the dugout. It's 6-1 6-1 St. Michael's as we head into inning number 5. Back in a moment on Hornets TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Sales, service, and recreation. Top of inning number 6 and a new arm on the mound for the Rapid City Post 22 Hard Hats. It's Eli Kelly out of bullpen. And Kelly on for his 17th appearance of the season. A 7-3 record. 81 hits, 53 runs, only 30 earned runs, 48 strikeouts to 29 walks, 4 hit batters, a 3.06 ERA for Eli Kelly. The right-hander will work out of the stretch. So Palmer Jacobs goes 4. And his final line, 4 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, only 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 2 hit batters, no walks. He faced 21 batters. First pitch from Eli Kelly, and it's a jumper down the third base line foul. Andrew Luster leads things off for St. Michael. 6-1 our score. Breaking ball from Eli Kelly misses downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Luster has flied to center twice, so he's 0 for 2. Once in the first, once in the third. Kelly rests the baseball behind his back at the belt. The 1-1. This is a little bit outside. 2 balls and a strike. Popped out of the glove of Solano. Might not have gotten that call because of it. 2-1. Bouncer left side. Diving attempt by Kiefer, and it rolls on past him into left field. A leadoff single for Andrew Luster. He's now 1 for 3. Looked like Luster hit that one off the end of the bat. Had a weird sound to it. Kiefer gave all the effort he could. Big gap on the left side, pull side of the infield. First pitch to Trey Sebrandt is outside ball 1. Sebrandt 0 for 2, a bouncer to short and a fly to right. Kelly looks into Solano as Sebrandt steps back in on the right side. Pickoff move to first, and Luster dives back in. That was the 7th hit of this ball game for St. Michael. They have 4 doubles, or 3 doubles rather, and the home run. So 4 out of the 7 extra base hits. Chopped up the third base line foul. 1 ball and 1 strike on Sabrant. Solano flashes the signs to Kelly. He shakes off a sign and now comes set. Pickoff move to first and back in time, Luster. This game felt like it was moving along fairly quickly. 1-1. Sabrant squares the button, pulls back, and Solano can't find the baseball as it rolls back to the backstop. A big secondary lead for Luster after rounding second. He's content there after the wild pitch. Two balls and a strike. Kelly gains the sign. Set at the bell and a peek at second side. Steps and delivers the 2-1 outside. 3-1. Still nobody out in this 5th inning. The 3-1. Line drive past the diving third baseman Wyatt Anderson. Hooks into the left field corner. A run will come in and score. Up to second goes Sabrant. And it's 7-1. Post 567. Hot shot to the hot corner. And just past the glove. A backhanded attempt by Wyatt Anderson as it hooked into the left field corner. Now Hayden Olson. Kelly sent, looks back to second. The first pitch to Olson, a fly ball right side out of play into the bullpen area of St. Michael. 7-1. 3 runs in the first on the 3-run home run. 3 more in the 4th. And now 1 already across in this 5th. Hardhats with 1 in the bottom of the 4th. Olson swings through the 0-1, nothing and 2 on him. Hiked up pants for Hayden Olson. No stirrup socks, just straight blue. And fly ball to left field over Amari and Saylor. He's camped underneath of it, makes the grab out number 1. And Sabrant stays put at second base. Now Hayden Frank. Frank is 2 for 2. A double and a single, along with the runs scored. Kelly set, and the first pitch to Frank misses a little bit outside for ball 1. And Frank followed by Ryan Fisher. Firing a double play ball. Chopper right side, Dylan Marsh on a low hop. Fires the first in timeout number 2. Up to third goes Sabrant. So the first time Hayden Frank is sat down. Here's Ryan Fisher. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th and scored a run. 2 outs, runner at third, 7-1 St. Michael. And Fisher looks at a called strike 1 up in the zone. No balls and a strike. Kelly likes a sign from Solano. Kicks and deals the 0-1. Breaking ball, line foul into the Hard Hats bullpen. 0-2 now on Fisher. So an 0 for 2 day for Ryan Fisher. A strikeout and that fielder's choice, but has scored a run. Oh, 2, a low flare into shallow left field on the run. Amarian Sailor, and he makes the grab on the run for out number 3. Another run comes across for St. Michael. It's 7-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th after this on Hard Hats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth. Sales, Service, and Recreation. Jake Solano to lead things off. Solano, Kiefer, and Farley. And Solano looks at a first pitch, called strike 1. First pitch, breaking ball from Max Sutter. 0-1. Solano singled his first trip at the plate. The 0-1 half swing. The appeal to first, no swing. 1 ball and 1 strike. Our umpires for this evening's ball game: Corey Aldrich is behind the plate. First base is Andrew Fisher, and Tim Higgins, the third base umpire. 1-1 found away, back and out of play, a ball and 2 strikes. Actually, I believe the count is 2-2. Scoreboard a little bit behind. 2-2. Chopper down the third baseline, off the glove of Sabran. He recovers, fires the first, not in time. Solano beats out the error. So Solano on base for the second time. And now Wilson Kiefer. Fly ball to center field, his first time up. Towards the one, pulls back. The first pitch, a breaking ball down and away, ball 1. Sabran still playing in line with the third base bag, not playing in even with Kiefer squaring. A few more steps in now, the 1-0. He does not square that time. It just missed a little bit outside. 2-0. Our breaking ball from Sutter. 2-0 to Kiefer. Hits it high into right field. Playable in right field for Ryan Fisher. Makes the grab, out number 1. Second fly out of the game for Wilson Kiefer. Out number 1 here in the Hard Hats 5th. Here's Zeke Farley. Runner on first, 1 gone. Farley looks at a called strike 1. 0-1. Farley reached on a fielder's choice his last trip. A half swing, he went round. 0-2. High fastball that time from Sutter. Shoulder width stance with the 2 strikes. The 0-2. Strike three, right down the pipe at the knees. Farley goes down looking for out number 2. Brings up Amarian Saylor. Saylor bats from the right side. And he looks at ball 1. 0 for 2 day for Saylor. Chops one down the third baseline. That's a fair ball played by Sabrant, and it pulls the first baseman off the bag. It'll be another error. On St. Michael, that's the third error of the ball game. Good effort by the third baseman, Sabrant. Here's Wyatt Anderson, 2 on, 2 gone, 7-1 St. Michael. And Anderson looks at ball 1 a little bit outside and low. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch to Anderson, a high fly ball to right field, playable in right field, towards the line. Ryan Fisher makes a grab about 2 steps from the foul line for out number 3. Hard Hats leave 2, and they still trail 7-1, heading to the 6th after this on Hard Hats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth, Sales Service and Recreation. We're set to begin inning number 6 here at Black Hills Surgical Hospital Ballpark. And folks, I would be remiss if I did not mention the passing of Vin Scully, a legendary Dodgers broadcaster, yesterday. He passed away at the tender age of 94, and as a broadcaster, he's one that many looked up to, and he will be missed. The legendary Dodgers broadcaster. 1-0 from Eli Kelly. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes on Benjamin Boble. If you did not know who Vin Scully was, you missed out. 2-0 misses inside, 3 balls, no strikes. Kelly working in his 2nd full inning. And he misses high, a 4-pitch leadoff walk to the 9th spot. So a runner on first, top of the order, Hunter Palmer. Palmer is 1 for 3, but has scored 2 runs, a single, a bouncer to short, and reached on an E5. Scored a run after that E5. First pitch to Palmer from Kelly, misses a little bit outside for ball 1. Runner on first, Boble. After his 4-pitch walk, it's 7-1 St. Michael. And a strike call of that to Knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the top of inning number 6. Rapid City running out of time. Try and make a comeback in game 1 at the Central Plains Regional Tournament. 1-1, we'll have to wait as Kelly pickoff move to first, and Boble dives back in safely. One of these 8 teams here will represent the Central Plains region down in Shelby, North Carolina at the American Legion World Series. 1-1 chopped foul right by the Hard Hats dugout. Of course, these 2 teams and the Minnesota State runner-up Mankato post 11. Iowa State champion Moville post 303. The North Dakota State champion West Fargo post 308. Millard South post 374. And they're the Nebraska State champion and the Nebraska runner-up Creighton Prep post 1. 1-2, a breaking ball down and away. And then the Sioux Falls State runner-up, or the South Dakota State runner-up rather, is Sioux Falls post 15 East. Of course, St. Michael, the Minnesota State champion, and Rapid City, the host and South Dakota State champion. 2-2 from Kelly is swung on and missed, and down goes Hunter Palmer swinging for out number 1. Now Matthew Mullick. 2 for 3 day for Mullick. Runner on first, 1 gone, 7-1 St. Michael. Runner bluffs a steal, and Kelly misses outside ball 1. Boble walked to start off this inning. A strikeout followed, now Mullick. A double in the first, a 2-run single. His last time in the 4th. Struck out in between those 2 hits. Boble a sizable lead at first with Dietrich holding him on. Stays put this time, and the 1-0 hits the outer edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kelly gains a sign from Solano. He sets up down and away. The 1-1. Line drive to left center field. Amarian Saylor on the run. It takes a wicked hop on him and rolls into the center fielder Jensen. Gets it in quickly. But it'll be 2 on with 1 out. Mullick has his 3rd hit. He's 3 for 4. And now Caden Amundsen. Amundsen, a 3-run home run in the first. Got the scoring started for St. Michael. Hit by a pitch in the 3rd and bounced to 3rd base in the 4th. First pitch. This is inside ball 1. Amundsen, if you can notice on the stream, does not have any movement from his front left leg. No step with the pitch coming in. 1-0 from Kelly. Breaking ball called strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The throw back to the pitcher goes over and to the covering Wilson Kiefer. 1 ball and 1 strike on Amundsen. Spirit of the Black Hills recipients during the opening ceremonies before this game. Flying ball to left center field. That splits the outfielders. Takes a bounce. Judd Jensen cuts it off. Runner held at third. Amundsen dives into second base. The ball gets away and backed up by Dietrich. It's an RBI double for Caden Amundsen. And it's 8-1. Now Andrew Luster. Luster bats from the right side. 2 on, 1 gone. First pitch, fly ball to right center field over Harrison Good, and he makes a sliding grab for out number 2. Tagging and scoring is Malik. A 9-1 advantage now. Nice play by Harrison Good to prevent that ball in the gap from going past him. So Luster's gone on 1 pitch, but records a sacrifice flying an RBI. So 2 outs, Amundsen off of second. First pitch, fly ball to deep left field, Seabrandt, and leaves the yard. Trey Seabrandt over the left field wall, right below the skyline sign on the light pole. (11-1) St. Michael. And post 567 leaves the yard for the second time tonight. A 3-run shot and a 2-run shot. Our pitching change for the Hard Hats. Eli Kelly exits, and it looks like Peyton Tipton coming into the ball game. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. 11-1. St. Michael will take a step aside on Hard Hats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast Booth. Sales, Service, and Recreation. The new arm coming to the mound for the Rapid City Post 22 Hard Hats is Peyton Tipton. Tipton, 17 2/3 over 9 appearances. This is his 10th on the season. 21 hits, 14 runs, 11 earned runs, Walks have been an issue, 17 walks to 6 strikeouts, 5 hit batters, a 4.36 ERA. And pitched 1 inning during the state tournament. That was against Mitchell. Allowed 4 unearned runs against Mitchell on 3 hits. Over 1 inning for Peyton Tipton. He will most likely be tasked with finishing off this ball game. An 11-1 margin on our hands in favor of St. Michael. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Tipton, the right-hander, right down the middle of the rubber. The left-handed bat of Olson lines one foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Olson 0 for 2. A strikeout, a fly to left, and was hit by a pitch. 1-1 from Tipton is inside. 2 balls and a strike. The other scores from day 1. And this one, bouncer into the right field corner, down for a single. So a 2-out single for Hayden Olson. Tipton set, and first pitch to Hayden Frank. Foul and tipped right at the plate. 0-1. This Region 6, there's 8 total regions across the country vying for that World Series appearance down in Shelby, North Carolina. 1 hits the outer edge, 0-2. So the other scores from day 1, Millard South, the Nebraska state champ, defeated Mobile, Iowa, the Iowa state champ, 12-2, the first game of the day. 0-2, chopper to the right side, Dylan Marsh, fields and bobbles it, doesn't have a play and throws it away. Both runners will move up now. In the scoring position, it's an error. Single and an error, most likely.
The right fielder, number 11, Ryan Fisher.
And Ryan Fisher coming to the plate. The 9th man sent to the plate this inning. In game 2, Creighton Prep out of Omaha, Nebraska defeated Mankato, Minnesota. Both runners-up in their respective state tournaments. A 6-5 victory for Creighton Prep over Mankato. And the game before this, West Fargo, North Dakota against Sioux Falls East. The North Dakota state champ against the South Dakota runner-up. And Sioux Falls East held a 5-0 lead in the 4th inning, ended up falling 10-8. A powerful lineup from North Dakota. 1-1, fouled away right side, out of play. So the winner of this game faces Creighton Prep tomorrow. It's the winner of game 2. The loser of this game faces Mankato, Minnesota. Bouncer to short, off his back foot, Wilson Kiefer, and a snag on the back end by Alex Dietrich, and that's out number 3. It's 11-1, St. Michael, Minnesota. We head to the bottom of the 6th. after 4 runs come across. Back in a moment on Hornets TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail broadcast booth. Sales, service, and recreation. We're set for the bottom of inning number 6. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 due up for Rapid City. Harrison Good, Dylan Marsh, and Alex Dietrich. Max Sutter back to the mound. A slight delay as some baseballs by the Hard Hats dugout were a little bit discombobulated. And now a mound visit for St. Michael. The St. Michael manager is Jesse Hackenmuller. Assistant coaches Lance Krupke, and Doug Sonder, and Kevin Solm. Just a talking to between Sutter, Hackenmuller, and the catcher Amundsen. My guess this is about pitch count and where Sutter is. Do they want him to be eligible to pitch in the championship game, potentially, on Sunday? So the matchup's pretty much set for tomorrow, just the conclusion of this game to be determined. First game tomorrow will be Mobile, Iowa, and Sioux Falls East. A 1 on Harrison Good, misses downstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike, so Sutter stays in the ball game. 1-1. Line drive, base hit right back up the middle. And Harrison Good in the hit column, he's 1 for 3. Game 2 tomorrow will be Mankato and the loser of this game, which at the moment looks to be Rapid City. That game is at noon Mountain Time. First game at 9:30. First pitch to Dylan Marsh. Called strike 1. In the afternoon, a 3:30 game features Millard South and West Fargo. A 1 breaking ball stays inside on Marsh. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 6 p.m. game will be Creighton Prep, and the winner of this game, as Marsh swings through the 1-1, a ball and 2 strikes, which at the moment appears to be St. Michael. The 1-2, foul tip off the bat of Marsh. Kind of a half swing, not even a half swing from Marsh. Hit off the top of the bat and back to the backstop. So a ball and 2 strikes, the count remains on Marsh. This is a double elimination tournament. Marsh fouls it away, right side out of play. But once you lose 2, your season is done. 1-2, misses high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big margin to try and make up for Rapid City, down to their final 6 outs offensively. The 2-2 misses inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Hackenmuller on the top step for St. Michael. This might be his last batter, Max Sutter. Payoff pitch is swung on and missed. Marsh down on strikes for the second time, and he's now 0 for 3. So that's out number 1 here in the 6th. Alex Dietrich now. And Dietrich looks at a called strike 1. Sutter at 70 pitches. It's a called strike 2 on Dietrich. Working out of the stretch with Good still off of first. And Dietrich, a high fly ball to center field, over and playable for Hunter Palmer. A two-handed squeeze for out number 2. Leadoff single and then 2 up, 2 gone. Jed Jensen, new batter. And Jensen swings right through the first pitch. Fastball, 0-1. Sutter has to pitch less than 80 to be eligible for Sunday. Jensen drops down a bunt right in front of Sutter. He gathers, fires the first, a wild throw, and it's up in the right field line, backed up on the play, but Harrison Good goes to third. So Jensen aboard first, an error on Sutter. Error number 4 for St. Michael. Runners on the corners and 2 gone. Jake Solano at the plate. And the St. Michael coach asked for time. He was looking to see what the pitch count for Sutter is. He's currently at 75, trying to get the last out of the 6th. Pickoff move to first, and a close play, but Jensen in safely. Jake Solano 1 for 2. Reached base twice, and it's popped up right side out of play, 0-1. A single in the 3rd, and he reached on an error in the 5th. Was stranded at second base. A 1-2 Solano. This is a little bit outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now at 77 pitches. The 78th, downstairs, 2-1. Will they pull him mid at bat? We've seen coaches do that before. The 79th pitch. High pop-up, shallow right field on the run. Ryan Fisher still coming in, a step into foul territory. He slides to his knees and makes the grab, out number 3. And I believe that was the 79th pitch for Max Sutter. He's eligible for Sunday, and that's the ball game. 11-1, the run rule victory in 6 innings for St. Michael. We'll take a 30-second step aside and come back for our Pioneer Bank and Trust post-game show after this on Hardhats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. Welcome to the Pioneer Bank and Trust postgame show. Pioneer Bank and Trust is proud to support local sports, and they want to be your trusted partner for all your banking needs. Pioneer Bank and Trust is local. Visit pioneerbankandtrust.com. Final score in this one, 11-1 St. Michael, Minnesota over Rapid City, South Dakota, the host and state champion for South Dakota and state champion for Minnesota. And 11-1 in 6 innings for St. Michael, their first victory of this Central Plains Regional Tournament. And they start things off right away in the first inning, a 3-run home run for Caden Amundsen. Right out of the gate, the catcher drilled one to left field. And out of the ballpark for the 3-run shot. 3-0 after that. We head to the second, no score there, no score in the third, and St. Michael added 3 more runs in the fourth, making it 6-0 at that point. Rapid City would score their lone unearned run in the fourth inning. That bottom of the fourth inning, St. Michael would add it right back in the top of the fifth and then score 4 in the sixth. And that led to their 11-1 victory over the host team here at the Central Plains Regional Tournament. Scheduled for tomorrow, before we hand out our Claiborne Lowson Sabres player of the game, scheduled for tomorrow, it'll be Mobile, Iowa versus Sioux Falls East. And that game, the 9:30 game. The noon game will feature Mankato, Minnesota, and Rapid City. And at 3:30 will be Millard South and West Fargo. And in the nightcap at 6 p.m. will feature Creighton Prep out of Omaha, Nebraska, and St. Michael, Minnesota. We'll have all that schedule on and the Post 22 social media accounts, as well as make sure you give a follow to the Central Plains Regional Twitter account, and they will have all the scores as well on there as this tournament continues on, and we head to day 2 tomorrow. Today's player of the game is sponsored by Claiborne Lowson and Sabres. Whether it's divorce, injury, or a business dispute, when you need someone to step up for you, the law office at Claiborne Lowson and Sabres is always ready. Just Google Claiborne Lowson and Sabres in Rapid City. Max Sutter is today's player of the game for St. Michael, Minnesota. 6 innings, the complete game, and get the final pitch count on him. Yes, 79 pitches over 6 innings for Max Sutter. Records the win. 54 of those 79 were strikes. And he is eligible to pitch on Sunday in potentially the championship game for Post 567. 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 unearned run, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk for Max Sutter. And he is today's Claiborne Lowson Sabres player of the game. So until tomorrow at noon, my name is Adam Birch. All the games will be streamed on Hard Hats TV. But until tomorrow at noon, we'll have that game on Hard Hats TV and Fox Sports Rapid City. My name is Adam Birch. Have a wonderful evening.